Dun.
Guess what, Rick?
What?
We are live.
Say it ain't so, Billy Ho. Welcome, everyone, to Is Your Six Covered in the X Ring.
Thanks for joining in. We have a really cool
gonna be fun
episode
tonight.
for you tonight.
Ray came up with some fun stuff to talk about. I got some prizes in the mail.
Prizes? Some treats.
Some treats. There you
You
go.
got some
That's
nice
what
treats
I
in
had
the
to
mail.
pay for them prizes. And they weren't cheap. They weren't cheap at all. Guess who got first tonight?
I see. Talking Rock.
Talking Rock got first. Pretty good there, Mr. Talking
I did
Rock.
not know, and hopefully he doesn't mind me telling on him, that is actually a town.
Matter of fact, it just might be.
It might be.
It might
I
be.
had no idea.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Car King in second. See, they already put themselves in place.
I know.
We got Steve Healy in third. Coming around the corner is Drew Bradley. Sig Boys out there. Andy Lowe. Right? Lowe?
Yep.
Okay. And we got the Shaggy Rifleman. Ninja Squirrel's out there. Welcome.
What's up, Ninja Squirrel? This will be a pretty cool episode. And thanks for ordering that stuff yesterday. If I think that was you, if you're out in Cali, I did get everything shipped out this morning for all the orders that came in last night. So thanks to all you guys.
Kerry Emery's out there. Dusty, the man, the myth. Rhodes is out there. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Stratus 27. 45 auto. Thomas Rowland's out there. You're killing me, Smalls, he says.
Yeah, I think it's because you were running a little bit late.
No, he says it every time. That's his saying when he comes in. He comes in hot with,
Gotcha.
You're killing me, Smalls. Jerry Parker. Thriller Rob. Who else is out there? Oh, man. All of a sudden they're popping up now. Grinding Dust, Joaquin, Jack Nava, Doug B, Sean Davis, Andy Nelson, and Richard Arthur, Brian T, Commando 97. And welcome, everybody. I appreciate you showing up. 41 already. Hopefully we got 41 thumbs up because I know you guys are great like that.
Let's get those thumbs up and the likes. Let's get them going.
Let's get 'em
It's
going.
going to be worth it right
It's
here.
gonna be
It's a
worth
good
it.
one
Tonight's
tonight.
even going to be different. I'm really kicking it up a notch tonight.
You got the gallon.
I got a gallon
Milos.
Milos. Someone always asks me when the Milos is coming. I said, you know what? Tonight's a good night.
It's right behind the Bilo.
That's right. Charles Tiffy's out there. Well, we got an
Sean
exciting
Davis.
night. So you guys might have seen the what we.
Well, what are we going to talk about tonight? What all are we going to cover? Because, this might be something that's really intriguing to you guys. I don't know, but I think on the plans we're going to talk about tripods.
Correct.
We're going to talk about binos, spotting scopes, some mounting systems. We're also going to talk about some night vision. We'll talk about what illuminators you want and things like that. We've got some helmets here and everything else. So it'll be a pretty good episode. I have a feeling this will go hour and a half and it's going to go
Quickly.
just like that.
Quickly. You're going to say, what the hell happened all the time? Orson's out there. Welcome, welcome. This chat is going to get expensive. Matter of fact, so today, I finally ordered the Really Right Stuff tripod. I did not want to order this. Matter of fact is, we got another one coming
Tomorrow. This is the exact same tripod that I reviewed on the channel. You guys know that I've been using the Really Right Stuff tripods for a while. This is the TFCT 34, I believe. And you guys, you can go with longer legs. It really depends on your needs. And man, you talk about rigging something. Holy crap, you guys got to see this setup.
This is probably the coolest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
For $5.
But this has the Anvil 30 ball head on it.
It does.
And it is by far, in my opinion,
It's right in the black.
the best
I
tripod
need to go this way. There
out
we go.
there. Okay?
Thanks, DW. Appreciate it.
It is very expensive. I think you ended up paying
$1,500.
about $1,500. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So it is one of the most expensive. Look at that. DW contributed.
Yeah, DW.
So
Right
that was
here.
$1,495.
There we go. We're paying this thing off as we speak.
And so before we start getting into the money thing and everything, guys are like, man, you can get you a Leo photo or whatever and get this for $400 and $300. Yes, you can.
We tried all of them for most of them.
Correct. And unfortunately, because of what we've got set up tonight for you guys, all the other tripods are in use with cameras on them. So it'll be pretty exciting because the reason we did this on StreamYard is
We got a mouse in the house.
We have somebody else here.
I think Matt P's in the house.
Is what we're going to be able to do is go over to...
Hope you got a gun ready.
I got a couple right here.
Hello?
Yeah, we got Matt here.
Matt,
So we got some assistants. And Caitlin.
And Caitlin.
So what we're going to be able to do is switch screens because we have another tripod set up over here with another computer, and so we'll be able to show you guys live real time.
It's going to be fun.
About night vision and what it looks like and some other cool things.
Yeah, different mounts, all that stuff.
So let's go ahead and introduce the tripod first, and what makes the Really Right Stuff so great, Rick?
First off is the weight.
Peanut gallery over there.
Yeah, what the hell? So, I was looking at, because I am a huge fan of the new bipod that came out by Vortex, I was thinking, oh, I want to get one of those.
Yeah, because he's such
Lifetime
a Vortex
warranty.
guy. He's like, I'm going to get...
I'm
What
a
do you
huge
think?
Vortex guy.
Huh?
Then I looked at the weight.
Yep.
And I said, sweet baby, that's like carrying around a...
Somebody said, is that a piece of meat curing hanging from the tripod? No, that's his fortune cookie for later.
That's my fortune
You
cookie.
eat a fortune cookie.
So the drawback was the price was better. It was about $500 less than this.
Yep.
And the weight was the issue. The length of it was quite a bit longer. I don't remember the length of it. It was basically like a 3-section.
Yep.
But it was a lot longer. So storing it in your pack while you're rucking through wherever, say New Mexico, like we did the one time.
Hold on. Caveat. So, guys, if you're just a PRS shooter and you're going to extend the legs and carry it on your shoulder, then you probably would not need something as compact as this one. You could get away with like the 2 Vets or some of the other ones, but I'm a huge fan of being able to throw something in the water bottle pocket with a twist tie, and I've got it on my backpack, and it's only this long. So it is 4 sections. It does take a little bit longer to extend those because you're locking out 3 individual turn nuts here.
Well, when you get to the stage, though, you can kind of be set up. So you'll go into staging, and then you can kind of mess with your gear a little bit.
Correct.
And then walk a shorter distance because you know it's a long walk sometimes. And then you can kind of get your stuff set up. So that wasn't an issue because you just have to hold it up. You can hold it up like that. As long as it's not touching the ground, they say go,
and you just set it
on
down.
the ground. Boom.
So that's what makes it nice. Now, let's get into some things first. All right, so the price of that tripod is going to be $1,500, okay?
$1,500.
There really isn't a substitute for that. We've tried, we've looked high, low, got a lot of input from other people. I'm not saying you have to use this.
I did not want to pay for that.
I'm not going to say it's going to make you a better shooter or help you or anything like that, but if you are that person that's looking for, one of the best tripods out there for what we do, you go to Really Right Stuff, and it's under their SOAR division, SOAR.
And it says it's made in America.
Yep, that's what they say. So what you're looking at is a really thick diameter leg here. I think it's 34 millimeters as opposed to some of these other ones that we might be able to show you later. And I mean, these things are like spindly little things. Could you shoot off of it? Yes, you could. Will you shoot better off of this? Yes, you will. Absolutely,
and it'll
no
get
questions.
higher as far as at the triangle portion before you start using just the neck on like these Manfrottos and what the hell is that one? That one's called the Ikuto.
Dusty Rhodes asked, doesn't the RRS tripod hold more weight than anything else comparable? I can't answer that, but I think it does. It's one of the highest in class. And, this one has the Anvil 30. You can't see it because Rick's got it over there at the moment. But on the Anvil 30 ball head, it's really tiny here, okay? So you guys are going to see, I can take my hand like this and pretty much go around all 3 of the legs. If you go with something that's got a bowl, which the bowl is going to make it a little more stable if you throw a bag up here, but a bowl usually has a handle in the middle and it's basically going to be on a swivel like a hip socket style joint. It's a much larger top. This one's small, and then you have one throw lever here, which this adjusts the tension like this. You guys can see the little socket joint in here. And then on the top of the Anvil 30, what you have is you have Arca Swiss and Picatinny. So if you and let's say you're shooting a 2-man match and he's got an AR and he's on a Picatinny at the bottom, he can lock right in, come right off of the tripod, and then boom, you can lock in with your Arca Swiss. It does make it really nice. It is the most versatile tripod I've ever used.
And what's kind of cool, when you crank down on this, you can see these two pieces spreading. So basically that ball's just getting...
And it has a level on it.
Yeah,
it's built in right here.
It works really well. Another thing about this is at this stop right here, you can slide your gun up and down and it'll still be there. And then this is when you clamp it all the way in.
Okay,
and
so
it's locked down. So
let's talk about some accessories. Okay, so tiny ball head, got it.
Ready for 35 pounds.
All right, so
35.
All right, so I'm using the SIGs. You guys know I was using the Leicas for the longest time. Rick has got a set of the SIGs right here. Really Right Stuff makes a clamp that's very expensive, okay?
Yeah,
and
screw that shit.
It is this clamp here.
It's
I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's so impressive.
It's
you
basically...
can't buy one.
Yeah, you can't buy one. This right here is nylon. It's adjustable, and you have a cam lock right here. I think they make this out of a polymer as well. This piece will cost about $120.
Smack your mama.
It's very expensive. But it does have an ARCA on the bottom. Now, a lot of you guys will say, well, look, you can buy the Vortex single perch and just remove this cap and screw this in here. And what it does, it holds it in the center. And it looks all cool and everything else unless your tripod
the wind blows.
takes a dump. And if it takes a dump, what will happen is, more than likely, it will mess up the focus. You guys see, I mean, everything on here focuses at the same time, of course, but when that happens and you take a dump, there were quite a few guys
You said you just took a dump?
If it takes a dump, what will happen is you'll focus, but only one side will focus and the other one won't, or they'll be offset.
That's the scary part about it, is the binos are awesome until something like that happens in a
Correct. But these are not available right now. For whatever reason, they're sold out across the country, like most of the Really Right
But
stuff.
if you act right now...
You can make that at
Lowe's. You can make this at Lowe's. This is a conduit, a 2-inch conduit clamp, electrical clamp. Is Kreidemann out there? That was $2. I put a piece of foam in it just to protect the unit itself. Put a wing nut on here, so you know, like X-ring, I call him a wing nut. That way I can remember his name. Wing nut. And from there I used, this was off of a shotgun, I believe. This is not a Picatinny rail. This is a
Looks like
a Weaver.
Weaver, yeah, a Weaver mount. So I actually had to drill right here because it's been sitting here doing nothing anyways. And then it clamps perfectly on an actual Picatinny rail now. If you got to do the notch though.
Gotcha.
And this thing is solid. It's not as pretty as that one, but this thing works really well. And what's cool about it,
it's gargantuan. It's got a lot of edges that you can cut yourself on.
Aw, don't hurt yourself.
And now you have this big metal thing sticking out of his carry case like this. That's his comm system with his antenna.
Antenna.
Yeah, exactly.
But it goes right in here, no problem. See if
They can't see that on the camera.
Don't matter. I'm gonna show them right here. And bam, you're good. This is on here just to keep the glass protected from the dust. I want to go ahead and use it. I do this, pull it off, and now I'm looking at Matt. Other than that, see, it works great. You're just amazed at how impressed.
No, it's all good, man. No problem.
So for a couple bucks, when you can't buy one of those, because I've tried 2 times now in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
From all sorts of different places. And finally I said to hell with it, because we got a match Saturday. And now I got that. So it works pretty good. Drew is typical Rick fashion. LOL. Rick has full access to full throttle machine shop, and he takes a hacksaw to that rail. Hey man, I tell you what. It's amazing what you can build when you go to Lowe's. Amazing what you can build. Silver Fox is out there. He says hello. He says hello, Matt, Caitlin. Silver Fox is in the house.
Silver Fox.
Silver Fox is in the house. Charles Tiffy, welcome. You're a regular gun MacGyver. Yeah, we're trying. We got some cool stuff here in a minute. Oh, Ray's gonna. Okay. I know exactly what he's doing, so that's cool. Abigail.
Maybe.
Welcome,
Find all
Abigail.
the screws.
Hopefully you are having a wonderful night. As long. Oh, look at Gagabytes 2021 is in the house. He's back in action. Gagabytes, haven't seen Gaga in a while. Welcome to the show, amigo. Let's see, what do we got here? Wingnuts out there as well. See, I called his name. I had a wingnut a minute ago. What do you think, Matt? Come here and give me your first impressions. Not that you haven't seen one of those before, but actually, I'll just bring you over here. What do you think?
I like it, man. I don't have much experience with the tripod stuff, but it is built very, very nice.
All right, Mr. Talkative over here. All right, my buddy, pal Matt. Doesn't want to talk too much.
No, I like it. This is sweet.
All
I
right.
like your ingenuity.
There you go.
Sure, maybe you could have found some aluminum stock around the shop somewhere.
That would be stealing, and I don't do that.
That's true.
I think.
All right, so I just did a rudimentary Arca rail on the bottom of our tactical 2x4 here, and so he just came off of this, and that's off of that weaver, and then now what we can do is put an Arca Swiss on here, lock it on, and we are good to go. So
That's actually what we did at the match in New Mexico. We had to spot the targets because we only had one tripod.
yeah. Now, guys, this right here would be too tall unless I'm shooting, uphill. So I would probably lower these a little bit for me, depending on what I was looking at as far as height. And, Rick was talking about trying to add stops into here
I don't need them.
so that it wouldn't take them as
I
long.
was thinking I would, but I don't.
And I told him I didn't think that would be a good idea. And the reason is
Rick
because
LLC.
sometimes you have to make a leg longer so that, let's say the back two legs are on a rock, but the next rock is another foot down. You'd want to have it so that you could at least extend that leg to reach that rock. I'm a right-handed shooter,
There you
so
go, Matt.
what I typically do is you guys will see that I have the front leg
I think that was a joke.
It was.
away from me, so I can load into it somewhat, and I can either widen my stance or do whatever I need to do, but it's this quick, guys. He comes off of it with his rifle. You put the Arco on here. You can go to that middle position where you can still slide it to get that weight. Once I get it where I want it, now I just take my left hand, I'll adjust it for whatever position I need. Once I get pretty settled in, I'll just lock it forwards and it's locked in. And then I just basically hold this or hold on the lever. So if I take a shot and I need to move, boom, it's to the next one. Can lock it in, get pretty close. And like I said, your stance and all that's going to be dictated by the ground that you're on. Because on a lot of these matches, like these ruck matches, you're not going to be on level ground. They're going to put you on a spot that's really awkward. You guys might have seen it in the matches where they have us on top of a boulder. And the tripod, if you're going to use it, has to be directly centered over the boulder. So if you drop the plumb line from the center, it has to touch, or it has to...
touch the paint.
It actually had to point down to the paint.
I don't know much about tripods, but that thing locks up.
Oh, it locks up
locks
solid.
up good.
So it's
Yeah.
like the one we shot off of in South Carolina. You could tighten down on it all
That
day
thing
long, and
sucks.
it's still gonna move. That thing, I could
This
probably
is
hang
a
from
solid,
the 2x4.
Yeah, this is
That's
as
why you
solid
pay
as
the
it
extra
gets.
money.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks to pay the extra money, but
No,
Buy
like-
once, cry once.
that's
for
exactly
sure.
what I did when I bought that
quality's
thing.
there.
I cried for 15 minutes going, holy shit, what did I just do?
I'm actually glad to see him get it because it is a great tripod, and like I said, just being able to go
Well-
and being able to use it for your binoculars, using it for a spotting scope, it's great. Now
Larger
that we're
bags.
on this subject, let's talk about spotting scopes versus the binoculars. So, guys, this is the thing. Almost everyone used spotting scopes back in the day, and there's still a place for them. If you're
Yes.
just doing PRS and nothing else, then a spotting scope still has its place, and it's great. I will tell you that almost any ruck match you go to or sniper style match, you will not see a spotting scope. No one carries spotting scopes. Because now with the integration and the prices coming down of like these SIG, 3000 BDX,
Yeah.
do you mind handing me those other ones? Yeah. Hand you that. So let's say we get up on something and I need to be pretty steady on this. What I can do is lock in these binos, find the targets. Once I find the targets, which is going to be a whole lot easier with stereoscopic viewing, then I can just, boom, laze it. And if I have, let's say, a data card or something on here, I can go ahead and write the data down. Go ahead and do a sector sketch here where I'm finding it, moving it around. That's exactly the way we did it when we were out
so you're
west.
not like...
Well, your bag would be here. Your bad MF right here.
So you don't have to like freehand it, because like even spotting like for Rick with impacts with that thing, you're kind of bobbling a little bit.
Correct.
So now you have a good platform.
If it's an 800-yard target, it's going to be really, really
Get your
hard,
ass on the camera,
especially with the backdrop, to try to hold this for 800 yards. And you know, the thing is, I see a lot of guys trying to do this with it. Get those elbows in. Think about photography work and really blocking it in. And you can be pretty steady. But if it's an 800-yard target, let's say it's 10 inches, you want to go ahead and lock it in and get it on something like this. Now, let's transition over to. Let me hand this to you. Let me transition over to a spotting scope.
Got all the gadgets over here.
It's out of
Yeah,
control.
we wanted to make it a really good good chat tonight.
See some stuff hanging up on this wall I've not seen in a while. Looks a little out of place.
Looks like it's from down the street. They do quick release for the legs on the. Let's see. Sam Miguel, welcome. Brian Marks.
Hello.
Give my
everybody.
proof barrel Tuesday, Brian Marks
Ooh.
says.
Nice.
Glad somebody's getting a proof barrel.
All right, let me see here.
Holy hell.
So we brought 2 spotting scopes tonight, and we're just going to show everybody how everything kind of works and what goes on. So this is the one that I usually use. This is the Loophole, the Mark IV. It does have a mill reticle in it, and it's great for spotting, especially, and it's the compact, prism style scope, so it's not really long, and it looks like that. Now this one's the 12 to 40. Okay, so that's a perfect range where it's not overpowering or anything. It's it's armorized.
It's a nice scope.
It's really nice. It's the glass is great on it, but you're looking at something that's over $1,000 here. What I don't like about it is I can focus and I can change my power. I've got the power ring and I've got the focus ring. The problem is you can't adjust the crispness of the reticle. Whereas something like this, and you guys know that I did recommend this. Some of you guys got some bad ones. A lot of you got good ones. But for the money, it is hard to beat this Bushnell. I think it was the Legend Tactical. What is nice about this is you have so many adjustments here. You have one that you can do for if you're wearing glasses or whatever. You have one that adjusts the crispness or the focus on the reticle itself. Then you have your actual focus. Then you have your power ring. There was actually a shooter at the last match that said he bought this and it was the best money ever spent. Originally when I bought this, I paid $240 for it. I think he got his on closeout at like $280. Normally he's running about $400. I know that the QC came down on him a little bit because some guys were saying they were seeing inclusions. And what I mean by that is like some spots. Yeah, like overspray from paint or something like that was in here. But a lot of the guys said, hey man, it was best bang for the buck, especially already having that reticle, the mill reticle. So where the spotting scope has an advantage over the binoculars is if we are shooting together, Rick shoots and I'm on a spotting scope, when he misses or if he misses that first shot, I can immediately tell him that was about a 1/2 mil low and 1 mil right. Because I have a grid, basically, to tell him his correction. If you're using a set of binos, which are going to have less power, which, less power is not a bad thing, no reticle. I have no reticle and they're a reference point to be able to show him that. Now, you can step up to Steiners and some of these other ones, but now you're getting really, really expensive. You're getting to a price point where you're getting into that $4,000 or $5,000 range if you're looking for like laser range finding and reticle within the bino itself. So it really comes down to how much money do you want to spend? How important is it to you?
If you're gonna, because DW brought up a good thing. He says he has a cheap spotting scope for 100 yards. Problem with them is trying to hold them still. If you're running some type of spotting scope, you really need some type of. It can be a short one, but it needs to be a tripod of some sort because once you start bringing in that magnification,
you're not going to hold it.
You're not going to be able to hold it, and. There's actually, at VOD, Virtual Defense, where we do a lot of shooting at the 700-yard range, There's an old, I don't know what model that is. Remember that old spotting scope?
Oh, it's an old Bushnell.
Bushnell, and it's old, right? But it does have a tripod, so you kind of can use. I mean, you can use it, and it works better than nothing. But I think you got to have a tripod of some sort.
Okay, so on the bottom of these spotting scopes, I'm going to try to give you some light here. You're going to have your 1/4 on the bottom. The loophole also has an insert for a larger diameter in there. You're going to need some way to attach your spotting scope to your tripod. Now, if you're using a standard tripod, you're going to have the little plate, the little shoe that goes on there. But if you want to use it on, let's say, this really right stuff, and let's say it wouldn't fit, then what you'd want to do is buy something that looks like this. It's made by Really Right Stuff. And this is an Arca, and it has multiple different sizes of screws in here. And what I can do you mind handing me that one Allen that's
this one?
The hex? Yes, that one.
Smaller one?
It might be the one to the far one. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't see it.
I like this thing.
Okay, so all we're doing is screwing this in, and you can remove... Alright, let me give you this back.
Okay.
You guys can see these little standoffs right here. You can remove those, but those keep it so you can slide forwards and rearwards without losing it. But now what I can do with this is now I have an Arca mount on the bottom of the spotting scope, and I'm going to hand it over to Matt. Matt can place it on there. I knew he was going to do
What's
that.
up, Jagaki?
And as soon as he does that, boom, it's locked in. Can they see it on the camera? Yeah. Let me turn it over.
Get over here.
Just like that. So now he's got a spotting scope. He's going to be very, very quick with it. And if he needs to take it off and throw a rifle on there, it is one lever, and boom, you are ready to go.
Ryan's got sitting there mounting his scope on his T1.
Yeah, and there it is. That's a Really Right Stuff mount there. It's their Arca Swiss.
What's that, about $900?
It's expensive. I don't know. It's like
they make great quality stuff.
But there's other options for Really Right Stuff for Arca Swiss mounts. For
yeah,
those.
there are. But we're just showing you guys, some of the stuff that we have, how we're using it, how we're utilizing it, and you can change the leg angles on it like most tripods. So that's pretty cool.
The bonus to this one, kind of reiterating what we talked about, is it's nice and narrow, so you can put it in your pack a little easier. Another thing that it did come with a cup holder carrier bag thing, but that's basically to protect the ball as well when it comes. I don't know. Can you grab that? Or maybe
you tell me what to grab.
That ball head cover. Yeah, Matt. It's a cup holder.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. But that comes with it, so when you're packing it, or if maybe you're transporting it in an airport, whatever the case is.
So guys, in class, this is one of the lightest, shortest, compact tripods you're going to find. You see there's no gap in here. It's really, really tight. And this will fit in the water bottle area of a backpack, and then you can use those like those night eyes, twisty ties to hold it. Now, this is what he's talking about, the ball head cover.
Yeah.
I actually took mine and just threw it away. That's what you always see in my garage, my basement. It's just laying in the corner.
So which ones of these have like all the big knobs off to the side? You know which one I'm talking about?
Well, I've got some Manfrottos that are like that. They're Really Right Stuff. It just depends. There's so many different models. It depends on what we were talking about.
I like that with just I guess it's like a throttle almost.
Correct.
Yeah, I do like that.
This is almost identical in shape.
Like a four-wheeler.
You guys ever rode a four-wheeler or
Yeah.
ATV? The shape of it and everything, and this is all machined aluminum. There's no plastic on this. It is quality stuff, but it better be for that price.
Yeah. Better come with a damn...
They give you a sticker?
Free bowl of soup?
No, it didn't come with a patchwork sticker. It came with 3 catalogs, so you can buy more crap from
And your receipt.
and your receipt. That's right.
All right, so...
And the receipt doesn't even have the price on it, so when it shows up in your wife's trying to figure out how much your little package costs, it doesn't say nothing.
I don't care. It's his money.
This was only $100. It was only $100, Caitlin.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys another setup here in just a second. Rick can maybe answer some questions.
Yep.
Can you hand me that loophole?
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump on out here and see what everybody's
You
got
gotta
to
put a
say.
rifle on that? You just can't touch it? Or
I have a cheap spot and scope. Okay, we got
put
that
a
one.
rifle on it as long as you don't touch it?
You can't touch it, and we got to get it up there.
Can't touch this, Darren. All right, Mackie.
Out of screen.
That was me. Had a super nice Vortex 20 to 60, but did Bushnell. It's awesome for PRS. I think you guys came up with the best idea using HP binoculars. I would move partition and resize existing and no data loss.
Yeah, there's some guys having a separate conversation about some SD cards and partitioning drives and stuff. I saw them yesterday. Okay, so for those guys that don't know, let's say you don't have a tripod like this.
Hey, Robert.
And you want to be able to shoot from your existing tripod. This is called a hog saddle. You guys know about this. This actually has an NSN number. The U.S. Marine Corps uses this, and it is billet aluminum. It does have some rubber inserts on the sides as well as on the bottom. It is a very, very strong clamp system, and on the bottom of it, it has multiple different screw sizes. And on this one, I just took that Really Right Stuff clamp and put it on here. But you could use a standard shoe clamp off of off any tripod, and what this will enable you to do is basically lock it in. And let's say you don't want to muzzle me. We're just pretend this is just a hand guard. You just place it in there. You can tighten this down, and it will hold it very tightly.
Yeah, it's got
the
a
thing
good
is,
clamp
when
on
you
it.
start loading these, unless you've got it in here really tightly, what will happen is, you guys see that? See how it's slipping out of it? And I actually put a lot of pressure on this clamp here. Depending on where you're clamping onto the rifle, you got to be careful how you load it, because you can definitely cam it out of it.
Yeah, if
And
you
Still want to
the rifle
find that
falling out.
balance point. So
Yeah, you want a neutral balance point where the thing just kind of feels on its own. Now, that's going to lead us into another thing. Loading the bipod or doing what they call free recoil, and you're almost like not even touching it, and you're just kind of eyeballing and looking and just basically pulling the trigger, but you're letting it free recoil. I don't like the free recoil, but sometimes you get in a position where you have to. You just can't get on the rifle like you'd like.
Brandon Butler says, Two Vets Sporting Goods has awesome tripods for less than the RRS.
Yes, they
I've
do.
heard about
They do,
them.
and I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, we
the
talked about Two
It's a good
Vets.
one.
Yep.
They just don't make a short one. Everything that they make are longer.
Heavier.
And I wanted something shorter.
Carrie Emery.
Have the RRS adjustable clamp for my tripod. It's
Only money.
I hear you, Carrie.
Can't keep it with you, right?
Okay, I've been running a Schmedium bag on top of an aluminum Vortex tripod. Can walk away from it, but can get good hits. Okay, gotcha. Can't walk away.
Can't walk away.
Yeah. All right, so we've
Still got a
covered
bag on it.
we've covered tripods. We've covered some of these mounting systems. Anything else you wanted to talk about with regards to tripods, spotting scopes, binoculars, anything like that?
No, I will be doing just a video on it later.
Okay, this is where we're going to get into. We're going to change gears.
Change gears.
I heard their collars are better than RRS, and if he's talking about the collars on the actual legs themselves, yeah, I can believe it. I've seen a couple of these come out, but they're pretty easily fixed. You know, when I had Chris Way on the channel, he had one of his collars break, and he was able to
Yeah.
get it repaired.
Yeah, and stuff might break. But the reason why, because we kind of talked about it for a second, but if we end up shooting the match where we're not a team, right? And everybody's basically on their own, that's where it kind of sucks, because he's going to be either front of me, behind me, somewhere along some stage somewhere.
You can only share equipment so long.
Yeah, and then so for this match coming up, which is the Steel Challenge. What the hell is it
It's
called?
the Steel Safari, but
Yeah,
not the
Steel
team.
Safari, not the team one. So that's the
You're gonna be
reason
on
why.
your own.
That's the reason why you see two. Yeah. So it's a matter of just getting gear. It was nice borrowing stuff, but at some point I had to bite the bullet.
You
for
got
the
to pony up.
new
All I
nerfs.
do is, you need your fix. You need your fix, Rick, and then of course the dealer steps away.
That's right.
You got to get them hooked.
Get the hook. Dusty preferred nursing home for her instead of.
All right.
There's all
let me
sorts of great questions going on.
move
There.
this over to here so we get back on the chair.
Where can we make? If I one of these things, yeah. You got to sell some of your favorite stuff.
Slide left just a little. I can't.
Heck yeah.
Okay, good.
You gotta. That's the thing is, I went from quite a few rifles that I've had that I never shot, and it was finally like, okay, I need to sell X, Y, and Z in order to get some new gear that I actually need. So at some point, I don't know if you're collectors or what you are, but if you're getting into the PRS game, it is an expensive rabbit hole. So you do have to come up with figuring out how to find some money. So
yeah, Joaquin asked, what kind of feet does the tripod have? And it has the rubber round feet, but they unscrew, and I think you can actually use other tripod legs. I don't know what screw configuration is on the bottom of those, but these just have a really big rounded. Yeah, there you go, Rick. He was holding it like this a minute ago. It's like, what the heck?
yeah, so it's the same.
Go ahead, slide that back on there, Rick.
Brian Marks, Ray, did you see Chris Way talking about using his middle finger for his trigger finger? I did not, but that is actually a technique from a long, long time ago. I've shot that way a lot. I've done it a lot. I don't do it, just to do it, but you can actually work the bolt very quickly working the middle finger because your bolt knob is right there, and a lot of guys actually shoot that way. But yeah, that's something from the 80s actually.
That works good on the Ruger RPR because it's the way it's set up.
Yeah, gotcha. But no, great input on that, Brian Marks.
What do you have for sale?
I need a chassis for a 700 short action.
James.
All right, so
Anybody want to marry?
what do we want to talk about now? Oh yeah, we do know where a Manners stock is. Remington 700 short action.
Yep.
It is the Manners
T2A.
T2A Gap, and you guys have seen it on my channel. Matt actually owns it. If somebody's interested in that, I don't know what he's trying to get for it, but
I don't even know.
yeah, it's set up for the Remington 700.
What's the difference between a game changer, sticky, and a wax bag? We got
The sticky is right there.
yeah.
And it is very, very sticky, whereas a wax bag is just like a wax jacket, and you can put some things on there to make them a little more grippy.
You can't really, I don't know how to, I can't really talk you through this material because
It's like a cat tongue.
it is like a,
Yeah,
It's like a cat tongue.
that's a great example, yeah. What do you
Analogy.
do with the cat?
Rub it across your face, Rick.
You got to put milk right here to let the cat lick it off so that, get that hair off your lip.
You out of control.
That's an old saying.
So-
See?
So this
Better put some milk on
this
that
is
upper
quite a
lip.
bit different,
You never heard that before?
but the
Oh, jeez.
a wax canvas. See, this is basically canvas right here that would have like a. If you've ever heard of what's that stuff? The mink oil that you put on your leather boots. Kind of that material to break it in and give it a little bit of
You guys
stickiness.
check out
I knew that Foundation had the micarta stocks. We actually saw
I
some.
want to try one.
Oh, he
And-
sent me an email
Yeah.
on those.
Those are
Same,
nice.
same here, and
Thanks,
then we
good
haven't
service, sir.
tried the Oryx yet.
I'm not a huge fan of that style.
I'm not either.
Too,
I'm not either.
Too hunter-ish.
I like the ability to take a grip off and change it if I wanted to.
Sure.
That's
cool.
That's the biggest thing.
They say that micarta, though, soaks up recoil.
It does. I heard.
Makev says, thank you, Matt, for mentioning Altus to us. He picked up a
you're welcome.
20-inch Kukri barreled action from them today. Anyone want to buy a B14R?
Oh,
Mac-
he
I
did.
hear ya.
They have.
Congratulations,
Hey.
Makev.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so nice. Good deal. All right, so we're going to change gears. We're going to shift it into high gear, and we're going to talk about night vision. The setups.
I don't got any.
Rick just got a new helmet.
I
You
got a new
he's got the Team Windy.
Team Windy, but this is not the carbon fiber version. That was too much for me.
Okay, so this one is the carbon, and basically what you've got on here is you've got counterbalance weights on the back, which your neck will appreciate it. Okay, if you're going to spend hours in a helmet with night vision, you need the weights in the back. Because when you add whatever you're running up front, whether it's duals or a single, that weight really starts to tell on your neck. It's pulling down, and when you put this on here, like the weight disappears.
Unless you wear a fire helmet.
Okay, so this is actually Velcroed on, has a little bungee. You do have the tensioner here, which has like a cable system, like on some of the tennis shoes, where you can really get the sucker on your head tightly, very tightly. I'm always going to recommend to everybody, just go ahead and upgrade your system. Like if you get a Team Windy helmet, you'll see that it's got this is the Wilcox up front, okay? And some of them will have plastic, but Wilcox is kind of like the standard. You guys, if you watch my channel, you heard about the Wilcox, the Raptor. I've been using those for a while, but what you're going to want is you're going to want the, I think it's the G24 and the G11. That combination, that's what's used by Special Operations. It is the gold standard. And this is all machined billet aluminum.
It's
and
very
it
well
is
made.
literally the cat's meow. Okay, you've got two buttons right here. You can slide it forwards, rearwards. You have the button here so that you can flip it. But what this does is it converts you from using the Rhino or what we called a bayonet mount that's very easy to release to what we call a dovetail. Okay. And by utilizing that dovetail, it gets a lot of the slop out of there, which is very, very important when you're running night vision, especially if you're on the move with it. So it locks in really easily to the front of the helmet, and then when you need it, all you have to do is just press the button and flip it down. You want to be very familiar with these controls. I'm not going to change it because everything's set up for the way I like to run it. This lever right here is going to allow you, when you throw it over, to slide up and down. So once you put the PVS 14s or whatever you're running on there, you can get it adjusted perfectly. Now, it isn't as balanced as the weights. G24 definitely worth the money. Yes, it is. I put batteries in the counterweight area bag, 18650s and the 123s for lighting and UV pointers. Yep, good information there. These are a lot heavier though than batteries. Considerably heavier. The counterbalance weight, you can get them in different weights, but it adds quite a bit. And they're just basically big chunks of lead in there. You could always melt it down and catch some bullets while you're out in the field. All right, so
Yeah, that's heavy.
so now we've talked about the system, putting it on your head. You want this thing to fit right. You want to get all of. Don't be laughing at
Screenshot.
Don't be laughing at the Beatles. All right, you want to make sure your chin strap is on here solid. If this thing is loose, it is not going to work right. Once you get it on, you're going to tension it, and this thing is as solid as it gets, okay?
Fish weights. There you go.
And so
Dusty's got a question.
you see how it's not going to be dead centered? Let's talk about left eye, right eye, and how that works. So some guys,
Have all the luck.
let's say you're right-handed. Some guys have the ability to run on left eye. There are pros and cons to doing that, but if you're right-handed, you probably want to run it right eye, okay? The reason for this is right-handed, right eye, let's say you transition to secondary and you got a pistol. Now you're not having to get it over here to find it, but that's not the end of the world. That's pretty easy to do. But let's say you're not running a PEC or an illuminator or anything like that, and you needed to go to support, you needed to shoot while you're looking. Now you're going to have to come over here to your left eye to try to find it if you're trying to use your dot, because it's not on your dominant eye. Your dominant eye being your strong side, right
unless
side.
you practice a lot.
So before we get into all this, and we actually have another tripod set up so you'll be able to see this real time.
Yeah, we need to kill some lights.
D-Ball A3 doesn't give off an IR signature. All right, so
D-ball.
for your pistol, you're going to want something. You guys see this Glock down here? That's a Glock 34. It's got the Acro on it, and it has the Surefire IR light on it. This is a great setup. A lot of you guys are going to say, I hate the freaking Acro, but let me tell you, for night vision, it is one of the crispest dots you will ever use in your entire life. This one up here is on a Glock 17. This has a Trijicon RMR on it. It is one of the worst dots you can ever use. It's a really small viewing window, and it's going to be a very fuzzy, blurry dot. Enter the Delta Point. You'll see the Delta Point Pro on the SIG M18 there. That is a good clear dot as well. I like it. I've got the backup irons on that SIG on the M18, and so that makes it really nice because you can just dovetail those straight in.
I appreciate you donating those to the channel.
They are not donated. I just didn't want to touch them, so I hung up on the wall.
Hell yeah, that's a
So
That's
you
a
guys have
score.
seen my trunk monkey here. This is a select fire. It is machine gun. It is the M6, the LWRC M6. What I've got is a Surefire on there where you can go white light or IR. Same for this one right here on the pistol. Okay.
I thought it was a BB gun.
It is nice to have both. Yeah, that's right. This is airsoft. This does have a suppressor on it. It does have something that looks like a PEC up there. We'll talk about all this stuff in just a minute. But you're going to want to have a weapon system that can accommodate daytime. And have you guys ever seen that meme? Daytime, night with the bird. I'm sure you've seen it. Okay, you guys don't know what I'm talking about.
Tell you what.
Have you seen it, Caitlin?
Has anybody seen
There's
it?
this Amazon bird.
There's 94 people watching. I bet you there's not one damn
I'm
person.
sure someone has seen it.
Okay,
where
one
it's like
person
nighttime, daytime,
You talking about Angry
nighttime.
Birds, the
It's a
movie?
bird, and he's walking around, and they're trying to make him look like a dumb bird.
I'm sorry, people.
Let me tell you something. Okay, so let's catch up on
If
this.
you've ever had to
beforehand.
sit next to a jackass, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button.
Darn, been wearing a helmet for 25 plus years for underground work, and this is not doing something. It's thinking good.
Haven't seen it?
I have super spy glasses for 007.
Blah,
Don't need
blah,
no
says
stinking helmet.
Big Bird only. So far, you are losing right now.
Okay, you know what?
What are your thoughts
I'm
on the
going.
bean virus?
No, you know what? Heck,
Oh,
90-something people.
you're
heck
sure,
with it, I'm
Shad.
gonna find it.
What you gonna do?
Find it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hold on.
It never happened.
No, it's a live thing. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, jeez. Dapoon, what is going on? Hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm glad. Oh.
That's it. That's it. What you have?
Nighttime. Daytime.
Okay, so you guys have not seen this. Hold on. Here we go. See, I'm not the only person that's haven't seen it. Everybody's like,
He'd be walking around the house doing that, doesn't he?
you guys are killing me.
Oh, man. Well,
Hey, what time is it right now?
back to the little bun. What
All
time
this,
is it?
all this knowledge is not free. Okay, you have to put
You
up with
gotta
the
put
madness.
us. That's right. The madness
The
comes.
madness continues.
Make sure to hit that thumbs up button so
You guys
more
are
people
killing
see
me.
the madness. Laughing my ass off. James Henderson
Out of
says,
control.
Hashtag still a
Yeah, still a knucklehead.
knucklehead.
All right, so
George,
why night vision? Why do you want to get night vision equipment?
let me tell you.
Let me tell you
Let
something.
me tell you a story about a man named Jed. All right, so we shot a match. I think it was October. No, it was right at Halloween. So October like 31st, right? Was it Halloween day?
So I'm sure they've seen it.
Yeah, and I was super impressed at what you can do at night. All you saw was nothing.
All you saw was nothing. There you go.
And
That's the
ding,
answer.
Ding, 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 ding. I was like, damn, that's cool.
Because Americans, that's right. Guys,
America.
if you can own the night, okay,
You,
tactically, you are up here, okay?
Yeah.
You're up here compared to anything else.
that is a fact.
You know, most of your operations are going to be done at night. Anything that's high risk, I mean, because you're moving under the cover of darkness. If you've got night vision, whether you're hunting hogs or whatever you're hunting,
Yeah. Or nighttime birds.
you know, and there are other options. If you want a dedicated nighttime rig that, let's say the Trigicon, you've got the IR Hunter, or you've got a Reap IR or something like that. I get it. That's for the guy that wants to have, you know, something to shoot hogs with at night and everything else. But if you want a...
San Miguel says the best.
What did he say? I took night fighter class here in Vegas. Love it. Whole new world. It is San Miguel. It is a truly different world. I mean,
That's like going into the ocean for the first time, like scuba diving or something.
Yeah, I'm going to be careful how I say this because I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm
you
saying.
be careful.
There is a
the
sense of just gratification when you know that you can lay down and, you know, hit a 10-inch steel target at 1,000 yards. I hate to say
that's
that,
cool,
but that's power. That's precision. Just knowing that anything, you know, from 0 out to 1,000 yards or beyond, you're probably going to put a round on that target or just be right there at it. So then take that a step further and be in complete darkness where no one can see, and you're just ringing steels, hitting targets. And you know, if you're suppressed, you've got your sound signature that's reduced.
What a magic unit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I used to give demos. I've done a bunch of demos for some police departments, and you know, show them on the ranges, and it really kind of opened their eyes up. All it takes is somebody with a credit card with about a $5,000 limit, and they're in business. There's no special license. There's no special anything. You get you a helmet. You can get a helmet for about $300. Get you a decent set of PVS 14. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so Bald and Curious, how far can you see at night? With the PVS 14, you're going to be able to see as far as the eye can see. However, I'm going to be able to see those mountains and everything else, but you're going to be limited on target identification, okay? For PIDing some things, is it friend, is it foe, whatever. But you're going to, if it's a big long field and it's 200 yards long, yeah, you'll be able to see it.
It'd be like the distance of a red dot, basically.
Yeah, and be careful, guys. Don't waste money on cheap thermals. Oh, I got some thermals, and I can see the heat signature. The thing is, you'll see an orange blob out there, but you're really not going to be able to tell what it is, okay?
Dog or a coyote?
When you go coyote hunting and kill 3 cows, you're not doing
yeah, that's
you're not doing
costly.
very well.
So we have a friend
what
that
the
loaned
hell?
us an ATN Thor, and I actually fixed it for him, reprogrammed it, and got it where it was working, and it has its place. It was neat. You could hit some targets. And if you were in a big field, you could tell that there's something out there, but you don't have a crisp, clear picture of what it is. And that's about a $2,000 unit. I would rather go with a really nice, Gen 3 plus, PVS 14 and have a combat style gun that I can do daytime, nighttime work with. I'm not having, time out. Let me hook up this and do this so that I'm ready for that, That was one of my biggest complaints at the match.
Yeah.
Is they were letting you switch guns. You could have alternate firearms from daytime to nighttime.
That wasn't good.
It
didn't matter for me because I had nothing to switch to. But
yeah, get comfortable with your equipment. I mean, if you have,
but if you're running nods at night, you would just have them flipped, or in the daytime, you just have them flipped up.
Correct, but I'm saying is you're not taking a completely different rifle and going from white light to IR light and putting a PEC on this, or some of the Zenith. Is another good one. I think it's Russian. I recommended one of those to someone. KB32. I played with
of course
his Zenith quite a bit, and it was pretty cool.
Takashi says thermal is great to hunt. Night vision is great to shoot.
Yeah. So I would not want to clear a room with a set of thermals on. It depends. It depends. All right, guys. I played around with some, $20,000+ or more thermals, and we're getting a whole different realm there. I'm talking about stuff that's reachable for most people. $300 for a helmet, $2,500 to $3,500 for a good set of like a monocular PVS 14, whether you're going white phosphor or you're going green. It doesn't matter. It's just the contrast, okay? Yeah. They both have their place. White phosphor is not the end-all be-all. Shooting at targets that are, let's say, the contrast is not there. Like when we shot that match, it was actually easier to see it green rather than white. Especially on some white steels. They just kind of disappeared. You couldn't tell.
I wouldn't know.
So let me see here if we can go.
Read Bald and Curious's comment.
Are barbershops closed or they just triple the rates? Do we need to start a GoFundMe? You know what? I'm not getting a haircut. You guys know that I go through this where I get the whole, Beatles look, and that's fine. I don't have to keep it short anymore. So
that's right.
Good.
What's up, Matt? 1968.
It's just look at Matt. Matt's got a freaking.
He kind of.
I got to be careful how I say that.
Look, he's got a gray hair right there.
I was gonna say something.
Look at that.
My hair's a mess.
Your hair's a mess.
Yeah, San Miguel. Yes, don't
go
cheap on NVGs. That's exactly right. That is definitely one of those buy once, cry once. So Jakaki says a PVS 14 right now is about $3,500 minimum.
That's what.
That's just because of demand right now. But really good ones, if you know the people in the industry, you can get those for right at 3 or sub 3, even on the white phosphor, and that's for Gen 3 plus units, if you know the right people. So you've got, let's just say $3,000, the helmet $3,300. You've got your mount because you do want to run the Wilcox and the counterbalance. You'll have another $600 in that, so you're at what, $3,900. Now that's going to give you some money to spend on a laser designated. Well, this whole setup you're looking about with that and the mount for the PVS, you're looking about $600-ish. Okay. So as far as, let's talk about dots. Okay, you do want something like a dot. You're not going to be able to go through your LPVO like your 1 to 6 or your 1 to 8 or 1 to 10 and be able to look through it. It's not going to happen with your PVS 14s or binoculars, okay, or your duals rather. You really want a dot. A dot is fast. It's just crazy fast. Yeah, you might lose some magnification for long range. I'm not going to be shooting long range with this Trunk Monkey setup. I mean, I can get out to about 300 pretty easily, but I am giving up some velocity because it's only an 8.5-inch barrel. But it's all right. I can still get business done up close. No big deal. 0 out to 300. I wouldn't want the guy shooting at me. So let's talk about dots. Make sure if you buy a red dot and you're planning on using a PVS or something like that, that it is night vision compatible. So like on the aim points, you've got H1s, T1s, T2s now. The only difference is there was no night vision setting. It just means it's so low that you really can't see it with the naked eye. The Trijicon MRO is a great option. It does have some NV settings.
Oh no, I have the
Actually, he
aim point.
moved his rifle somewhere, but he's got the MRO and it works. It works great.
It's on the 9.
Got it. You can't touch the rifle, but
Can't touch
it
it.
works great.
Get dual tubes.
There are some things.
I tell you what, that's double the pleasure, double the fun, double the price.
What about an EOTech?
In EOTech, they have
it
night
get-
vision compatible.
Does it get bloomed out?
Well, no. On night vision, it's going to be so low.
Oh, okay.
You can bloom it out. You can bloom any of these out to where it just washes everything out. You don't want it like that. You just want to just see it where you've got this dot. You guys are going to be able to see that real time because we've already got it set up over here. I've got the PVS 14. You'll be able to see what's going on.
We're gonna switch to night. You
I've
guys
got
are
some.
You're gonna see what it. You're gonna see what.
You're going to see
we
what
would-
it looks like. Okay, you should be able to anyway. We'll see how it works.
Or get the panos for $40,000.
Yeah, there you go.
Holy,
Dual tubes are nice. Trust me, they are nice because now you go from that monocular, you've got depth of field, the stereoscopic. It does make it, or you can go with the quads, which I think that's what he was talking about, the panos.
What if Sheeball Seki?
That's a really big unit. I've actually had a chance to play with some of those. I think Tybersaurus Rex has a set of those, but
Yeah, T-Rex arms.
yeah, T-Rex arms. That's it. Yeah, not Tybersaurus Rex. Hey, I think he runs a set.
Those things are badass though.
Yeah, they are very cool. Very cool. All right.
Now what's that doing? It's just taking away.
Well, you've
It's
got
giving you
4
perception.
tubes. You've got 4 tubes,
I
and
mean,
you
but-
have better peripheral. You can look. I mean, you just have a lot more coverage.
It's
with
like seeing this, right?
No, but it's not bad. San Miguel says get aim point. I cannot agree with him more. You guys know I'm a huge aim point fanboy. I love them. They work well. The MRO is not bad now. When it first came out, I wasn't a big fan of it because I wasn't getting that true 1 power. It was like a 1.2 or something like
Baldwin
that.
Curious is on a roll tonight. He must be drinking again.
So basically, every overweight wannabe operator is going to blow 5K on night setup, but he's going to be out of breath by the time he puts it on. Got it. LOL.
A little more.
You know, it's like I said, just bringing you this information for knowledge. That's it. And
Hey,
you,
Tim Davis.
you don't have to buy a set, and you might not need it.
What's up, Michigan Watch?
I do like the single, Drew. I'm right there with you. I like the singles. I know you can flip the duals up just as easily, but once you get used to singles, they're pretty good. With the Sight Mark Wraith, I could see 300 yards with moonlight, no problem. If you put the IR light and upgrade to the hog light, if you have to have a lot greater distance of at least 800 yards.
That's a hog hunt.
Okay. All right. Do fish swim? What does that mean? Do fish swim?
They walk. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's basically saying hell yeah, he's drinking tonight.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Cheers, brother. Cheers. Rick, you try that spicy. Oh, there you go, Sheeball. There we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So, Rick calls me last
Perfect
night.
timing.
He's like, I like hot food. I said,
I do
we'll
like
hook you up."
spicy food.
So he calls me. He's like,
There
that
we
2X stuff is damn hot. So I call him. I was like, hey, did you try some of that stuff? He's like, 1 spoonful of it. I was like, that's it? And he's like, yep. I was like, why? He's like, that's a different kind of hot. I like hot, but that's a different kind of
I didn't
hot.
want to get double burnt. You know what I mean?
Oh, you would get double burnt for sure.
Oh yeah. So Sheeball, I'll let this guy.
Okay, so Andy is asking how long does a set of bulbs last in them? It's not the bulb, it's the image intensifier tube, which that's fine. I mean, if you don't know how it's kind of set up or works inside, I can see someone saying bulb.
Yeah. How long's the ball?
Every
last?
time you turn it on, you are killing the life of it. Okay, just plain and simple. What you're paying for with these higher end units is much longer time, into the thousands and thousands of hours. You might get 10,000, but every time you turn it on, you're degrading it a little bit. So you don't want to overexpose it to. You don't want to go out in the yard at 12 o'clock, full sun, and just turn it on. You definitely need to put the cap on it with the pinhole. Asian hot versus white boy hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different kind of hot.
It is different. Trust me, I like spicy food.
Just remember, federal rules and regulations. Not allowed to run NV mounted on a rifle. with the magnifier at the same time, unless authorized. At least that's how I read the law.
Federal rules.
Okay.
Not allowed to run night vision mounted.
With the magnifier at the same time. Well, I mean, if you get a unit that's already where it's already built in, where it's one unit, I think you'd be fine because that's how they hog hunt around here, and ATNs, those are all the same way. But yeah, good point. I don't know, if different states, different laws, just be aware of those.
They're not.
So magnifier on the rifle and NV on the helmet is fine, just not both mounted on the rifle at the same time is what he's saying. Gotcha. Yeah, I do not.
Can you run a magnifier and run PVS?
Well, okay, so with a PVS 14, and I would show it to you, but it's set up perfectly on the tripod. I don't want to move it right now. But you can mount that rigidly to your rifle. But remember, you're not going to, it's not an open tube. You can't see through it, okay? You have to turn it on. So you're not going to be able to, during the daytime, just look through there and expect to see glass. And you're not going to see anything through there. So I don't mount an NV or night vision like a PVS 14 to the rifle. What you'll see a lot of guys do is they'll put, especially if they're new at it, or maybe they don't have a helmet or they haven't worked with one, they'll have, let's say, their aim point here or their dot, and then they will put the weapon mount system and put the PVS 14 and rigidly mount it to the rifle. The problem is you have to muzzle everything you want to see. I mean, no matter where you're looking, you've got to look through there. Okay? Yeah, Rick. Oh, there you are.
Hey.
Yeah, you don't want to. I mean, can you do it? Yes, and there's a reason why they have it, but you don't want to put that on there. If you have a helmet set up, it's a lot easier. However,
Ninja Squirrels had the XX.
you need to also think about the height. Okay, the height. Sorry, the height, because when you drop your helmet, gotta do this again. Like I said, it's all about learning.
Put your helmet on.
Sometimes it's easier just to show. All right, so I can't hold a rifle. You know what? Where's our 2x4?
Where's our wood?
Ratchet.
Where's our wood chassis?
Okay, so this is our Uden chassis.
Uden.
Okay, and this might be perfect if you're doing this and shooting. Okay, so I want to do this first.
Yeah, you get all
so you guys
over.
can see it.
Get some.
So I've got my tactical 2x4 here, and I shoulder it. And you guys can see my eyeball straight through there, right? Well, what if you've got a PVS 14 hanging off the thing here, okay? So the problem is you can't get down on it. You can't look through your dot. I mean, you could do this and kind of do it, but look at how far I am away from it. That's the only way I'm going to be able to do this. So what you're going to want to do
doing that.
is take your...
I'm just saying. No,
What you want to do is you want to get a higher rise mount for it. Because, worst case scenario, when you don't need night vision, what can you do? You can always, instead of being a solid cheek weld down here, you can bring it up a little higher. You can still use it in the daytime and still get on your dot. But then that gives you the ability when it goes night, boom, you flick it down and you can still look through your dot, see what's going on. You're also not giving away your location because you're not emitting any IR light, okay? If you're just using your dot, and you're just using the PVS 14 without your illuminator on, you're not giving away a signature, okay? And this is going to come to another thing. You got rubber eye cups. That's what that's for, so you don't get that green splashback off the face and you're giving a light signature away in case somebody else were looking for you, okay? So these are things to think about.
I've seen that before.
So when you get into that kind of gear, Unity at first, I think it is, they make some top-notch stuff. The only problem is you can never find it. It's always out of stock.
Kind of like Really Right Stuff.
Yeah, like Really Right Stuff and all the other ones. I mean, it's good stuff. Yeah, the Unity mount. There you go, Dusty. The Unity mount's really cool because it also has a really short rudimentary iron sight set up inside of the actual mount itself. But yeah, the Unity Tactical Giraffe Neck mount. So you guys do know a lot about it, and I'm glad everybody, because Dusty, Abigail, you guys wouldn't know this if you didn't read it or had it or used it, because who knows Unity? I mean, most people don't know it. X-Ring, what do you know about the Tangent Theta scopes? I've never heard of them. They are extremely good scopes, conservative sniper hunter, but they're very expensive. I actually have shot quite a few of those, but the price point makes Night Force look cheap. It is very, very good. Oh yeah.
I got $4,000.
Yeah,
starting out.
you're looking 4+. You know, great scopes. If you want to spend that kind of money, yeah, absolutely.
Dang, that's a lot of.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we are
Nice.
going to, I'm going to kill some of these lights so it's not as dark in
I
here.
need to kill that one.
All right, let me go over here. You
You
guys
go-
just bear with us for just a minute. We've never attempted this before.
I'm scared.
And you want to go ahead and make me hot over here?
Yeah.
Cool noise when you turn
Yeah. Hold on. There we go.
All right, so tell them that we're getting ready to go with a PBS 14 and almost pitch black. You ready?
PBS 14 in pitch black.
That spotlight in front of your face?
Yeah.
All right,
Let's just do this real quick. Hold on. All right. Have at it, buddy.
all right, so this is how dark it is in the room right now. It's completely pitch black.
What the hell?
There it is with the PBS. Hold on, you got a focus issue. Okay. So what you're seeing right now, all that washout guys are just the little downlights over there. So do you know how to kill those, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, Matt. Nope. On that wall.
All right, we're gonna get
Right
it just
behind
a
you.
second.
Matt, behind you, right here on this post.
All right, we're having technical difficulties.
There we go. There we go.
So guys, right now, what you're seeing is the glow from the TV. That is how well it picks up. Okay, now you can see me over here. I am how far am I away? What is that length?
30 feet? 30, 35 feet?
30, 35 feet. Okay. I know it looks a little blurry. I'm going to focus it here in just a minute, but I have to grab this airsoft. So give me just a moment. This is an Acro airsoft.
Can we kill the TV?
I don't think we need to.
All right. So there is a focus on this. Let's see if I can focus this a little better for you because these PBSs are
Oh,
not
you
going to
have
have
it.
autofocus
Right
or
there.
anything like that.
Nope. That's close.
Are we clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've got is the Aimpoint Acro, and we're going to pretend we just pull out our sidearm and we got to find something. What do you see? You see a little dot floating around in there? Let me see
There
if I
it
can.
is.
Let's see. I want a crisp dot so they can see it.
Cool
There it is.
airsoft.
Okay. So this is. You see how it just pops up? Wherever that dot is, that's where that bullet's going to go, and it's really hard to do this because I can't get behind it to show you. But that's with a lot of blooming. Turn this down some. All right. Okay, so there it is. You see that crisp dot right there? And we're going to go
Oh,
over
that's
that
a
way.
nice dot, Ray.
See it? Really nice, really nice. No illuminator or anything else. Now, what I'm going to do is no white light whatsoever. I'm just going to put an illuminator on here. And you guys can't see this. There is nothing being emitted right now with your naked eye. But I just lit up this room with the pistol. Oh, let's get it focused again. Just by using the illuminator on the end of the pistol. So it is white light capable.
Here, let me turn this off. There we go.
Okay, so this is IR illumination on the pistol. Oh man, you might be able to see the dot really well now. You see that? So we have this all fixed. It's not going to focus right now because it's not like an eyeball. It's looking for something.
Osama, where are you hiding?
All right, Osama, where are you hiding? Now remember, this is not white light, guys. This is pitch black. I'm going to put my hand in front of it. It's not going to show you because to you it looks like a white light, but it's pitch black in this room right now. Matter of fact, what you're seeing right now is just him on his computer screen turned all the way down. This is a pitch black room, okay? So it's actually pretty cool on how that works. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab another airsoft.
And a Macarena.
You'll have to keep them entertained.
I'm singing to him right now. Stop playing with yourself and take a look what your viewers are asking. Macro Polo. What the hell? Looks like a killer drum kit in the background. No
Okay,
driller-
guys,
Yeah,
so-
it does actually.
This right here would be with something like an aim point.
Refocus.
Well, let me see. There it is. So you guys, we'll see. That's not it.
Can't touch this.
Can you touch this? This is going to be tough to do. because I can't get caught. Now I've got the dot way up. You guys see that? That's with me having it on something that would be a normal daytime illumination, okay? Dang, it's hard to do this in reverse. To show you guys that.
Oh, I had it for a sec. Right there.
Okay, a lot of blooming because I have it up so high. Let's see if I can turn this down some. That would be an NV setting. What the heck? Right here should be an NV setting. It should be really crisp if I can get it. Oh, just had it. Anyway, you get the idea. So what we're going to do now is I am going to take this peck.
Sniper sleeping with.
Hold on.
Shaggy Rifleman, we are showing how PVS 14s.
Okay, so you guys see this dot on the wall? That is an IR laser. There is no illumination being with the naked eye right now. And so what I can do is I can go over here to the beam. You see that? So that way I don't even have to shoulder the weapon. If I had the helmet on and I had the PVS 14.
I almost got it.
All right, so if I turn on a visible, this is illuminator with the dot. You guys see that?
And it's still dark over here.
Well, yeah, but I'm not gonna muzzle that direction with this airsoft. But this is an illuminator that's built in. Now you can focus the beam on it and make it wider. I can really wash it out if I wanted to with that peck like that. And that's for outside. That's for like you're really trying to reach some distance there. But that would be with the illuminator assistance. There's just the dot. Let me show you what it looks like with an actual. Okay, so guys, this right here, that's a visible laser. Okay, so that's what you're seeing right there. It's actually in red. If I move this camera out of the way, you'd see that in red, like a regular laser.
It's just a fine dot. So.
Okay, now this does have an illuminator flashlight that I run. That's white light. Now what I'm going to do is switch it to IR light so that no one will be able to see this with the naked eye. Let's see what we get. Ready? There it is. No visible light. That's all IR light. So I can illuminate dark corners.
So crazy.
And that's how that works. Yeah, because you don't see me over here. That's the thing.
Otter says it's boring.
All right.
What is the point to this, he said. We're showing you guys. Oh, that's kind of cool at the back of your shirt. The some of the night capabilities and some of the things that you need when you're running equipment like basically nods.
All right, you can kill that screen.
All right. Voila. Oh, daytime! Nighttime! Daytime! Nighttime. I can't believe we were talking about some damn bird.
Yeah, Otter, I hate you feel that way. We can't please all the people all the time, but there's a lot of people that want the knowledge.
Sarge likes it.
And want to be able to see it real time.
And
so, you know, and we went through a lot of trouble to bring that. But like I said, not every single
no, the IR
chat
light
is going to be up your alley.
The IR light, I can
the
only
echo
see.
is killing the demonstration. How was there an echo? We had no other audio. Might have been because I was talking from over there.
Let me mute this one. Maybe that'll work. Is that better?
Sorry. Didn't know.
That worked. Let's see. I learned something, Drew Bradley says.
Okay, so the problem with using an IR laser and not shouldering the weapon and actually having the helmet on and just bringing it here and just putting the dot on it and shooting is now you're literally doing this Star Wars lightsaber directly to the point of origin. So the problem with that is anyone else that has night vision, they're going to pick that. It's going to be like a beacon, okay? So if you're really trying to limit your signature, if you will, or your location, leave the IR stuff off, your lasers, your illuminators, and just run the dot, okay?
Orson says, I'm interested in how to defeat night vision. What happens if you shine 1,000 lumens?
Okay, so this is the thing. This is not the movies. You know, in the movies where the guys are walking around and he's got his nods on and then the guy, you know, flashes a flashlight and he's like, ah, and he does this. It's not like that, okay? It's not like that at all. It just turns this whitish green color, and as soon as the flashlight goes away, it comes back in.
And guess what? Shoot at the bright thing.
Shoot at the bright thing? Yeah. No, it does wash out the entire thing. But that's why I like to run a single, because a dual, and I have used the duals a lot for work, and
how about road flares?
Yeah, it'll be bright. I mean, guys, you got to remember, I mean, it can be pitch black. I mean, it takes ambient light and it magnifies it. So when we say pitch black, what you think is pitch black is not really pitch black.
There's stars or something.
Yeah, anything. Stars, moonlight, anything like that, and it's going to be like just daylight.
Well, you guys saw how bright the TV was.
Yeah.
And when I turned it off, and it's not up very bright, but when you turn that off, it...
So this is why I like to run a single, okay? I'll run a single on the right eye, but if somebody does flash a light, I can at least see that, not just this big white screen.
Yeah,
okay?
You still got the option of your other...
Correct. And your body, your brain will figure things out over time the more you use them. And what I mean by that is anybody that wears glasses or wears contacts, if you've ever lost a contact, you can actually put one in, and after a while, your brain says, okay, well, yeah, let's get this picture right. You know, it's like...
I tried that.
It's like some of the people that say, I can't shoot with both eyes open. You get used to it. Just like shooting with like a 4-power.
There we go.
With both eyes open. It just takes a while to get used to it.
Good question by Mac F. He says, issues with old eyes, glasses, ? Probably should get some bifocals, but curious as to how well I could use night vision. I think
you can focus.
Yeah,
you've got 2 adjustments on there, so you can adjust it to you. You wouldn't be able to hand it to Rick and say, here, you use them now, because it's going to be out of focus. But you can use a set of binoculars, right? It's the same thing. You can focus it in for your eyes and do the focus. It's like no one else can use my spotting scope, because when I get back to it, it's completely jacked up. My eyes are just completely different than these guys. Completely.
Conservative Sniper says, I know how to defeat night vision. Pop the dude with night vision. It is. I was thoroughly impressed. I mean, we talked about it a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch black, dark, guys running around shooting steel targets for that match. You could not see anything. So you're not going to defeat that unless you have night vision. You're not going to see
unless you have a lot of spotlights.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
literally
could do
perimeter
that.
spotlights.
Yeah.
Which most people aren't going to have that, where you're looking like a compound or a prison or something. If you've got, unless it's just big open field, and even so, even in a big open field, if you're good on your stalking technique, you'll be able to get pretty darn close. Happens every day.
True.
Driving with duals is easy. Driving with singles is very difficult because you lose that depth perception. If it's a moonlit night, I have actually ridden a motorcycle with a single on, and it's doable, but you've got to prepare because everything comes up. That was all airsoft. Yeah, absolutely. We're not allowed to touch anything.
No. I'm talking about you driving with one knot on. That was airsoft.
Oh,
He must have ran out of Diet Coke.
yeah, that's it.
I don't know what he drank. He must have got into my real sweet tea.
So William Knott, he makes a good point. So it wouldn't work into mine. Believe it or not, I've actually shot underground in tunnels with night vision and with thermals.
What the hell did you guys do with my tea?
You do have to have some type of light source because that is pure black. So in that case, you guys have seen the Siloam sticks that you can break. They make those in IR, so you're not going to be able to see them with the naked eye. And what they would do is they would actually put those on the targets. If it was thermal, you take a hand warmer pack, put it on the target, and so you'll see those signatures. That's some of the coolest shooting that I've done. Has been way underground, a long ways underground shooting.
Drew Bradley says, other than the night vision banging against your glass, you wouldn't wear glasses though, would you? You just have it the right.
You probably would, but you could take them off if there's enough adjustment in that. As far as there was another topic I was going to talk about with regards to being pitch black, you have to remember all of these. Remember when I showed you the illuminator on the pistol? You could use that, and that will give you artificial illumination in pitch black. So in a cave, that's where you're gonna be giving your signature away. But yeah, you've got to do it. but nobody else is going to see it with the naked eye.
So weird. Pitch black, but then you're walking around with
Yeah.
IR flashlight.
And it's
Oh
like
yeah,
you're
absolutely. Yeah,
walking
you
around
can't
daylight.
see it, guys. You can't see it.
And you wouldn't be able to do this. So this would give your away to everybody.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and they also have aerial flares. Jerry Parker says, I actually have a bunch of those, and you have IR flares as well. So
Wait,
the light
they have IR flares?
Yeah, I have quite a few of them.
No, but they go up, they
You
light
don't
up
see
the
'em.
area,
You don't
and
see
it's
it.
still dark?
It's like stadium lighting.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let's play this song.
We can.
Nobody would
Don't
see the
want-
damn thing.
No, you gotta have night vision. You gotta have goggles on.
I have that one flare. Is that one of them? No, it's a regular one.
I gave you one, but I gave you a regular one.
Regular
Yeah.
one.
Let's see. When the readjust time, it's almost instantly, guys. So you know what? I can actually show you that right now. So
Sometimes Ray makes Ray says things that make me wonder which federal agency he really works for.
I don't work for
He
anybody
mows
anymore.
grass.
Hey, yeah, I'm a grass mower. So can you switch it back over to this?
I can.
All right.
Maybe. Wait, not yet.
Hey, where do we kill this light at? This one. Is it here?
It's right there.
This one.
On the other. That's that one. Sorry.
Glad I'm not the only
Crowd
one
him in. You got
having
too many
problems.
damn. There you go. All right.
You want this one dead?
Yeah. Ready?
And action.
All right, here we go. So you're wearing your nods, and you are.
Hold on. Let me turn your microphone on. Okay.
All right, you're Bruce Willis. Here we go. Bad guy. Okay, you see that? It doesn't kill you. Your eyes don't go. That's a white light. That's actually bad.
My tube, but that is a white visible light shining straight into this. You see that? It's still, you can make out what's going on.
Bing, bing.
I get the scream over here. All right, we're good.
Should have given Rick the IR flare and asked him to try and see if he could get it to work. Thanks, John
Let's
Jeffries.
go back to yours.
I'm trying.
There we
I'm
go,
trying.
perfect.
Man, you turn that up so loud. I'm gonna get a tan. I need a tan. Give me a
tan.
tan. Give me a tan.
Raise a grass mower in the same way Forrest Gump was a grass.
I am a grass. I mow grass.
Echo, echo.
How can there be an echo?
Well, I had switched it over to that microphone over there because you're over there.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
I was
No.
trying.
All right.
What the hell is up, gents? TV says. Not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. See, William, we learned something today.
Yeah, I didn't know. It
Like
was
we
gonna
do.
be like that.
Talking Rock, we can't touch on StreamYard because this is also being broadcast through
To
YouTube.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, so it'll kill the
This
whole
just
thing.
StreamYard just gives us the availability of adding different cameras and doing some other cool stuff. And actually now there's actually you hit that share button,
Yep.
you can run a video
Yep.
now and talk about stuff. It's pretty badass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So either way, I'm hoping you guys learned or took away something. It was a quick. I called Rick. I was like, you know what? This would be a good chat tonight. Guys might have
Yeah,
questions
fun.
about it. We can talk about tripods, bipods, some night vision stuff, and now Matt's got questions. But you know, any advantage you can have, I'm telling you. I mean, especially you run something like that with a can on it, man. It's just crazy, crazy.
Lights out.
How do you dial in your UV laser when the range is closed at nighttime?
You use some type of reflective
Private
sign.
range.
Okay, so what you do, or depending on the model you have, some of them have independent adjustment on your IR and your visible,
Thanks, Dusty.
but some of them are combined. Okay, so when you adjust one, it adjusts the other simultaneously. You also need to know your offset. One of the biggest things when you're running night vision with a helmet is up close targets at like, I don't know, let's say 10 yards. Let's say I'm clearing a room and I need to take a headshot. You better not be aiming dead center of the head. And guys, we're not talking about just your height over bore, because now you have height over bore plus offset depending on where you're running your pec or whatever. We're talking about precision shots. You've got to know, do I need to aim high left? Do I need to aim bottom right? That's the way it works. So you need to print that stuff on paper and know, if you go to a night vision class or you take a night course, know what it is.
Well, or shoot at each one of those points that you think it might be.
Yeah, and a lot of times it doesn't, because a PEC mount, you can mount it at 12, but you could do a 3 o'clock, you could do a 9 o'clock, depending on where it's at, or that offset is going to determine where your shots are going to impact.
When you have your own range like Ray, it's no problem.
Yeah, I just go out in the yard and shoot, so it makes it nice.
We're going to have to celebrate whenever I get some nods and do a flare.
Man, I just got into this long range shooting stuff, and now y'all talking about getting nods and everything.
Well, that's good to have stuff.
Yeah, good to have.
It's not
need
to have, but it's really good to have.
Like bullets and pistols and rifles are a need to have.
Do departments ever get rid of stuff?
No.
No.
No. They get rid of them when they break, I think.
Oh, that's good.
So, having the edge can be the difference between staying alive or being 6 foot under. Conservative sniper hunter, that is very, very well said. And that's not a little edge, that's a huge edge. If you can own the night and have comms and have communication,
and a team of
it is,
a few?
Yeah, it is an unstoppable group if they've trained together and know what they're doing. So, yes, CQ is fine, but anything past 50 yards would make me nervous. We may need it soon. I would love to see some video of you guys doing night shoots. Shaggy Rifleman, we put one up, but it was really hard to get night video. Since then, I've found a mount system that I can actually record on the PBS 14 with, it's great video, but I won't be able to do first person. I can film other people shooting, and it works really, really well. Group buy for this kind of stuff. I do have some contacts with TNVC and some other companies like that, and I'm sure we could get a group buy going, but just realize it's not going to be an inexpensive endeavor. You are what the numbers I told you are real numbers. 3 plus 30. You're looking at $4,000 just for the helmet setup, and then IR flashlights.
Here's a good question.
And things like that are going to be expensive.
I think this is with the white. That's what he's talking
about. No, so you have filmless. Filmless is better resolution, less protection on the actual unit itself. So it's not. Some people think filmless is like they relate it to a camera. And what it is, my understanding, the way it was explained to me by some guys that really know this stuff, is that there's a coating that they put on the image intensifier itself, and without that coating, it is now filmless, which is going to give you a little better resolution, better clarity, but I don't know if it's worth the difference in price.
It's probably like having that tear off.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was told no big deal. Have it or don't. How much light does an IR flashlight put out?
Oh,
did you guys just? Did you see it? It's incredibly bright.
Especially the one on that airsoft.
Okay, so let me grab this airsoft here.
Is there a way to show it outside?
Yeah, I can show you this. So guys, this is the Surefire, and this is it says KM3 here, and you can see that it's white. Now it has a pressure switch. I hate pressure switches, so I never run a taped pressure switch. This mount is integrated into the light itself. This is not a cheap light, okay? So this is white light. You can actually see that. I'm not going to aim at Rick, but it is white light. All I have to do is take the bezel here and rotate. And as I rotate, what we do is we go to IR. You can still see this. It's not blacked out or anything. And when I press the button, you guys can actually see that in the camera. You see it? Okay? With your naked eye, you cannot see that. That spot on your chest.
There ain't no spot on my chest.
Yes, there's a spot on your chest and on your face. Right here. See it? You cannot see that with the naked eye. This camera is actually picking that up.
What the hell? Oh, I do see it.
So
yeah, I saw it.
Now, certain cameras can pick that up. Like, if you take the protective coatings
No, we can't show it outside.
If you take the protective coatings off of a GoPro, there's actually some conversions where you can do that. But here we go again. This is IR, non-visible light. You see that?
Yeah, it looks
he can't even see it. He has no clue that I'm shining it in his eyeballs.
No.
None.
Nothing.
Because
only reason why I know.
You can see it because the camera, but that is not white light. Okay?
I can't see it.
That's
you see a little bit here.
That's magic.
It's the camera.
That's magic.
Daytime.
Nighttime. All right. Oh, why do you always turn the thing up so high? Purple hue. Yeah, it's got a blue spot to it. Camera adjusted it out.
Yeah,
Well,
the other thing too is be
also
careful when you
lessons-
get into IR lights. If you use it, you really won't be able to tell that it's on. So you always
Yeah, I was
switch it
gonna
back to
say.
white to make sure that you've turned it off. And the reason I don't like tape switches is they always go off when you don't want them to.
You accidentally hit him.
Just anything,
Goat
you bump
herder.
into stuff or anything like that.
Science, huh?
Science, huh? That's right.
That's right, Lynn.
It also lessens the shelf life of the eye electronics. I would imagine being filmless, all that additional spectrum coming in. That's what I heard as well. That's what I heard as well.
There.
All right.
Ghostbuster camera. That's right. Ghostbuster. Yeah, that was one big comment. Holy shit.
Conservative Height Sniper, DW. I'd like to see the boys play around with paintballs. I have Rick run across the line of fire at 30 while extreme take shots to see how many Ricks can take before tapping out. Believe it or not, I did some airsoft with a bunch of guys and some paintball.
I was big.
Airsoft is actually really great training. Airsoft is. Not paintball, but actually clearing buildings, working corners, working with a group. Airsoft is great, especially when you put bad guys in there.
Why isn't
It's,
paintball?
It's just so freaking messy, and you're going to destroy the inside of the building that you're using. Airsoft does
No, but-
nothing.
Yeah, but when it comes to a mess, but when you have force on force, even
Yeah,
though
outside in the forest, yes. Yeah, definitely.
it's the same.
No, it's not the same. There's a better training.
Realistic wise, I mean, you got.
There's a better training opportunities using airsoft indoors, and there's a lot of places that don't mind if it's an older business that's out of business.
Yeah, for room clearing.
Yeah, for
I've seen
room
them
clearing
train
things
at,
like that.
Blue Ridge Mall. They'll shut Blue Ridge Mall down in the after hours, and they'll let people go in and train with airsoft.
Yeah, there is some big airsoft club. I don't know. I'm not part of one, and I saw those guys and their equipment. They cost more than some of these real guns.
William, no, what are you buying, buddy? What are you gonna buy this?
Every time I watch this channel, it costs me money. Oh, jeez.
Trust me.
Those 6mm airsoft can leave a mark too. Yeah, no, they both hurt.
They
But
do.
paintball just leaves a mess.
It is a complete mess.
Yeah.
A
The other thing
slimy
is, paintball is not as realistic when it comes to the weapons. Airsoft,
True.
you can get the exact freaking weapons, the same
and you don't have the
aim
big
point,
you don't
all
have
that
the-
stuff.
Mag releases.
Yeah,
all that.
everything works the same, you know. Yep, Orson Humphrey. Airsoft is great for tactics.
Auto airsoft snipers on YouTube. Yeah, those rifles are pretty nice.
Yep.
So, Crowderman?
Cried them in.
Mr. Criderman, I hope you're ready for Saturday. It'll be a fun
Criderman's
day.
not ready for Saturday because he's not even going to shoot tomorrow.
I'm
You
not
know what?
ready.
He'll have fun.
Yeah, you'll have fun. Japanese are big on airsoft. Actually, they run like USPSA style.
Otter says,
Matches.
really, am I not part of the team? If not, just let me know. I don't know. We must have missed one of his comments. Like I said, we don't try to avoid any comments, Otter.
Where's Otter at? Let's go back and make sure we didn't miss something. I mean, obviously we missed something.
I know. I'm looking. Let's see here.
I don't see
anything.
an Otter comment.
We are way on up there now.
See anything, Matt?
Nope.
I
I
suck
didn't.
at reading comments anyway.
We're all the way up to 10:20.
10:20.
Yeah. So I don't know if it didn't come across or what, Otter, but we did not see anything.
I don't see it.
All right. Let's catch up on some of the other ones.
Okay. Apologize, Otter. Not sure.
What would be the full price on the whole set? Like I said, helmet you can get. You paid $300 for yours, and Team Windy is a good brand. $340.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
$300-ish
Honestly,
if you don't want to go all high-speed carbon and everything else. Then you've got the PVS 14s. We're just going to say hi and say $3,000. And then you've got the mount, which is $600. So, yeah, you're going to have $4,000 in a good quality PVS 14 with a good quality mounts, helmet, counterbalance. So that's $4,000. Now you got to figure out your rifle. You just need either an aim point or something that's night vision compatible. Holosun makes them. A bunch of companies make them. You might already have something that's NV compatible. If you've got a Trijicon MRO, it'll be NV compatible. You can use it. What you won't have is IR illumination.
Yeah, how
or
much
a
is
laser
that?
designator.
How much is that top port?
Okay, so you can buy the Zenith, which is Russian. I know nothing about the warranties or anything, but I think they're about $600 to $800. It uses a visible green laser. It also has an IR laser, and it's really high output. It's good. Don't mess around with anything that's like stolen military, like a PEC or something like that you see on eBay. You're not going to have a warranty on it. Those are going to cost thousands of dollars. And, you know, Steiner makes the D-ball. I think you can get into those for $1,000-ish if you want a designator like that on your AR. So, yeah, I mean, the whole setup, $4,000 without any dot, IR lights, or designators on your rifle. It depends on what you want to spend on that budget.
Oh, $1,100 on eBay. Shiboseki says.
Hmm?
The voodoo's upstairs.
Yeah. Japanese are big on airsoft. Yeah, because it's so impossible to have real guns over there. So you do what you've got to do. I mean, those guys run like full like USPSA leagues and everything using airsoft.
I thought
That's what
about
they've got.
trying-
Hopefully, we don't turn that way in this country.
Oh, don't even get
Oh,
me
I'm
started.
just I don't know, man. This is killing me. Killing me.
Like ops. It's killing me. No, and I think it's a great training tool too. You figure wintertime, say you live in Alaska or somewhere where it's like, or maybe Iceland. Or
Yeah, TB says it only takes 4 people to clear a building. Depends on how big the building is. More is better. You know, there are times where you got to clear one by yourself. That's no fun.
One?
What's that?
How about just one?
Yeah, how about just one? Even Matt knows about that. Clearing a building when there's nobody else around and it's a big building, the dark corners, that'll get your heart rate up a little bit. Thanks, Mr. CSH. Just being ignored, but that is just normal, I guess. But we didn't miss any questions.
I don't know what the hell they're talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't know.
You're one of us, Otter. I see that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tell us, type it in again. Oh, there are some good combat airsoft videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all I see. Shay, you're not being ignored, Otter. That's right, damn it. We don't ignore anybody here.
Yeah, Talking Rock says the Japanese were crazy about shooting weapons when I was in Hawaii. No doubt about it. You know,
When they come over
we used
here,
to do a lot with exchange students from Europe and Asia, and
they wanna shoot, huh?
They wanted. That was
Hell
like
yeah.
that was the highlight of
that's like
being in America.
triple Disneyland right there.
That's it.
Remember when we went to Vegas and we shot out in the desert?
Oh yeah, and they had all those Koreans out there.
Dude,
they were
bought
just
this gear.
eating it up.
Were
And
they on
had-
rooftops?
No, they weren't on rooftops, but they had all the high-speed gear, the multicam,
Did nobody get
the
that?
Arc'teryx. I mean, these guys were like, "Dang, it's a SWAT team." It's like,
Hell
"Oh
yeah.
no, we just like to shoot."
SWAT team.
We thought they were local. They flew over the pond.
Yeah.
Just so they
It was
get all
pretty cool.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, they brought all their stuff with them.
Nice.
All
The
righty.
Kickin' Mustang dude has some interesting videos. Haven't seen that.
Drew Bradley says, "I can clear a building single-handedly with a smooth bore lever action 22." Rooftoppers.
Rooftoppers. Zeus.
The Kicking Mustang dude has some interesting vids. I really don't get on YouTube often.
I've never heard of it.
I'll check. I'll tell you. This is my subscriptions playlist. KB32, Isyour6covered, Val, who's on here now, Bald and Curious, and then Rob, Pop's Quest. Garantham was on there, but I don't watch many of his videos. It's got to be so because all the beginnings look the same, and I know he's got a ton of subscribers, and the guy does great videos.
Well, and
but
you
unless
guys
it's
wear the
something-
same flannel shirts, so. Flannel.
That's really about it. I really don't watch anybody else. Big J, Big Johnson, you had him on the other night.
Yep.
He's on my subscriptions list, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't get many notifications.
Well, let's see. Don't forget the other Tim Davis.
Yep, the other Tim Davis.
Any thoughts on the mall? I don't know what that
Oh, yeah, the mall. I actually had a chance to play with one, and there's another one, but not enough to formulate any opinions about the mall. I'm trying to think of the other one. It's the PVS 22. It's basically it's a bridge mount system. Those are pretty expensive, but that's going to be dedicated to long range. Anything we discuss tonight is not going to be for a long range precision rifle. Okay, period. It's not going to work for you. This is going to be more AR style, mid range, close range engagements. Pistol. I can clear a building with a BB gun as long as no one is in there. That's it.
That's right. You can do it with a sharp stick too.
Zeus says his EDC Glock 19 has a Crimson Trace IR laser on it.
Damn.
Dang.
Big money.
Okay, so IR laser on your EDC. It's different.
We'll see. He has one of those hats. You flip it around.
And the night vision drops down.
They go, whoosh, whoosh.
Let's see. I had another one up here I was going to show you guys.
Airsoft.
It's all right. It's all good. All right. Any other questions or anything you want to talk about?
No, I think tonight was.
Man, we covered a lot. It looks like a bomb went off in here.
It always looks like a bomb.
There's like
there.
there's like
Every
airsoft
time we do
guns
one of these
everywhere.
shows, there's shit everywhere, and then I pick it up, and then the next day starts over again. It's like what's that called?
Perpetual motion machine.
No, the same day keeps happening with the Groundhog Day.
Deja vu.
Groundhog Day.
Oh, ground.
Groundhog Day. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And if you have any
What are
topics
your
you want to hear,
thoughts on the FN45? I guess you're talking about the FNX, like the 45 tactical.
I use a pistol.
I've actually owned a couple of those. Very large pistol.
What do you think, man?
Good shooting pistol, but it's a big gargantuan pistol. I'm not a. I mean, it's a great pistol to have at the range and to own, but just not a big fan of it.
Fun as hell suppressed.
Yeah, it is fun. Suppressed. You should do a segment on rooftop Koreans. Oh, jeez. Otter, Rick and Ray would never ignore any comments. Hard to read everyone. Retype the questions. Thanks, TB, for clarifying that, because we went back up and looked, and we didn't see anything. Compared to the HK45, which I've owned a couple of those as well, and I know which one you're talking about, the HK45. They made one in mustard, I think the mustard color. That's a tough comparison. I would say.
That is a hard one.
Well, honestly, for me, you could carry the HK45 easier than the FNX 45.
Well,
Depends on which
the FNX
FN.
45 tactical, the one that came with 3 mags.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the one he's talking about. But it was RMR ready.
Nice
Matter of fact, I
case.
just put an RMR on one the other day. FNX 45. Yeah, it is a nice shooter. It's just big.
The Daewoo.
Thanks, Otter.
I like the Daewoo.
We enjoyed you as well. Sorry we missed it. I have a T-shirt that has the rooftop Koreans on it. It says 2A.
Bitches.
Love it.
Be star
Love
inches. Be star inches.
That's the B star. Jesus. All right, Matt. Anything you want to say in closing?
He has all sorts of
I
stuff.
learned a lot
going
of stuff
on.
about the night vision. I've never shot with night vision, so
There you go. Cool deal.
People are learning.
ready for this match.
Just answer the question. What's his question? What's your
Why are we not
question,
seeing
Otter?
it?
Why are we not seeing it? The only thing that we see here is at 10:47, you said, keep up you good work. Just answer the question. Up above that, it says, I enjoy you guys as always. I don't see the question.
I don't either. Where's the Milos at? There's Simon. Simon! Damn it, boy. Just for you, buddy. I bought a gallon of Milos.
Mackev says, do a really long late night stream tomorrow. Come to the Saturday match super tired. I'll take every advantage I can get. Makev, it wouldn't be any different than any other night. That's just the way it is.
Always.
You think we go, oh, we should get to bed early because we have a match
Holy
tomorrow?
crap! I was up last night. It was like 4 o'clock.
Ain't nobody got time to
I was
sleep.
like, oh jeez.
Rob's place, we had what, a few cocktails.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah,
cocktails.
Drew Bailey says, Otter, are you drinking or is your PC hacked?
Do any recommendations for the tactical fanny packs?
I don't know what a tactical fanny pack is.
Yeah, you do.
I know what a fanny pack is. What's a tactical fanny pack? Is that just a
One
fanny
that holds a
pack and
pistol.
multicam?
One that holds a
Maybe
pistol.
it's got Molly on it. or
I actually
something.
have one by, I think it's 511.
You
I
would.
bought 100 years ago.
You would, Rick.
I will karate.
Karate chop! Karate! That's white light, bitch. No.
You want some of this, bitches? This is when it gets exciting around here.
Oh, gotcha.
There's too many airsoft guns down here. Y'all are going to get hurt.
You're going to poke somebody's eye out. You know what? Unblock otters.
Unblock Otters. It says, wow, I am a ghost. So I don't know what's going on. There's something going on with this.
If you guys can see his comment, type it in because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. We love you though, Otter.
What is the best starting price on a bipod for a beginner? Is the quarter click bipod with the money?
Is the quarter click.
Okay, best starting price on a bipod is
Is he
going to be
talking
a
about the
Harris.
latch?
Oh.
Yeah, that
Best entry level and best bipod for the money is going to be a Harris. I wouldn't go any lower. Don't go with a Caldwell or any of these other ones. Go with a Harris bipod if that's your question. And then from there, you're just going to go on up.
moving on up.
Is Matt Kev in our
Makev
squad?
is shooting.
Makev is
Yep.
shooting,
I
yeah.
don't know if he's in our squad. Some words may not show through. Curse words are words that describe violence. Ask your question in a different way.
Oh, it might block it. There's times when
Yeah.
I try to answer people and it says they'll
Blocked
say blocked.
or edited. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like what the hell?
Everly Stock makes the tail hook fanny packs. I have seen those. And then Spy Sweeper. How about the Magpul? I'm not a fan of the Magpul bipod. It does have a lot of flex and wobble in it. All right, we'll see you, Otter.
Have a good one,
Yeah,
Otter.
something's blocking it on your end because we're not seeing all those comments.
Yep. Everly Stock makes a tail hook.
Magpul bipod sucks. Ninja Squirrel said it.
There you go.
There it is.
I might have to agree with him. Quit hugging on my damn. Give me that damn thing.
You know, we did a full bipod review one night with everything from
Matt's molesting my
Jeez,
freaking
the-
pole over here. Hey, you can't pole dance with my damn. Look at that sticker on that thing. Is it badass? or
what the heck.
That's so you jackasses don't steal my stuff.
We'll see you, Tank Frank.
Tank Frank, have a good night.
Good. We'll see you, Hendrik Vandermeer.
Yeah, from
Hendrik
Nambia.
Vandermeer.
Is that, am I saying it right?
Nambia.
Nambia, Africa. Awesome, man. Hendrik.
Thanks for
Thanks
joining.
for showing up. What time is it right now before you leave? Oh, good day, he said. So I would
Yeah.
say,
Guess Rick has blocked me. No, because we can read those comments.
I'm seeing that stuff. Oh,
seeing-
he said LOL.
Iceland isn't communist, so YouTube is blocking maybe.
I'm out. Good night. Have a good night. 45.
See you, 45
Auto.
Auto.
Appreciate it, buddy. Way better than saw that one already. Bravo 1 actual. He said something about voodoo or something else. Is someone what? How he put it? Oh, see, Bravo saw something.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right, we'll see you, gentlemen.
Have a good night,
Ladies.
Have a good night.
Have a
ladies and
good one.
gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. We appreciate your patience with Matt and your support here on the channel. Night,
Don't
night.
even.
Don't